Hi everyone, welcome. We're just gonna start with a little bit of improv kind of flow to warm up the body, so you could just follow along with me or just listen to my words and interpret them your own way. But we'll start in a second parallel position. Let me just get our music. All right. So you can be a little bit wider than your true parallel. Let me look this bit, actually. And really grounding the feet, spreading the toes wide, breathing through the floor. And we'll just start by rocking our hips to one side and then taking our rib cage away from the hips. Whatever that means to you, or you can just mimic what I'm doing too. So scooting the pelvis to either side and pulling the ribs away. Nice gentle movement just to wake up the body and sensation a little bit. And as we're repeating this, you can get a little bit more horizontal. So maybe try to really get that horizontal line. But it's definitely okay if it's a diagonal. And then similar idea, we're gonna lean our hips away, have a little circle above our head, and then we're gonna pull that negative space of the circle into our body. So whatever that means to you, or you can just, there we go. So a circle and pulling the body to the negative space to the body. So we can start going side to side, and then we can play a little bit more and investigate different angles of this. Great. Let's let that dissolve a little bit, shake it out, and let's just have a nice and easy head roll. To the right. Letting the head drop off the spine in the center, and then a little roll up to circle the head to the left. And letting the head come to center, dropping off the spine, and then rolling up. And then if you've taken my class before, we're just going to go into that little flow phrase that we always do. If you haven't, you can just follow along. So one circle, then another circle with elbows, and we're coming to the bottom, up to the top. We have a little reach with the right rib away from the hip, reach with the left rib away from the hip, and a little drop. And up. One more drop. This time the right leg comes up. Whatever you need to do here, so maybe grabbing the leg, pulling it to your chest a little bit, some ankle circles, shaking it off, and plie, pushing the arms down into second, rising and depth hitting the leg. It's not about the height, it's about the length out, and then falling over into a lunge. Right here we push ourselves back onto that standing leg. Knee comes up first to pull into parallel passe, and then we're going to fold the elbows in, fold the knees in, and then we're going to unfold into our little airplane, really stabilizing our standing legs. So using all four corners of the foot. Flat back, I have my leg directly behind me. Energy coming out of the head, coming out of the tail, coming out of the toes and the fingertips. One more second here, and then we'll pull it up to passe. Our standing leg may be burning a little bit, that's great. We're gonna open up to a turned out passe. So it's like now the right corner of the room is my front, and then just narrow it down and drop. And left side, scooping the shoulders. You're gonna pedal through the feet, walk through the feet as you do this. Elbows. All the way down, all the way up. Let's do a little chest open and narrow it close. Reaching left and reaching right. And drop swing. Right back up. One more. This time the left leg will come up. Finding a strong standing leg. We're rooting down and through the ground. And whatever we need to do. But here we go. Check it out. And plie and press your arms down. Just a second. Pulling up. And devil peg out. Letting the toes reach. So you fall into the lunge. Pushing back to the standing leg. Knee comes up. And then we come into a narrow passe. Let's bring our elbows to our knees. And then unfold into our little airplane. Just holding here. Making sure the big toe and the pinky have just the same amount of weight. One more second. And let's pull up to passe. Slowly turning out the knee. Facing the left corner. Turning the knee. And let it drop. Let's take a little roll down. Shaking out the hips if you need to. A little plie. And stretch. One more plie. And stretch. Nice and slow roll up. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. And just standing up. Let's find a little bit of an easy first position. And you can just follow along. We're going to do a little plie. We go demi and stretch. And demi and stretch. From plie, arms to bend up and over the head. And then cutting through our center line to turn back our heels. And we relax over. Bending the right knee. And stretch. Bending the left knee. And stretch. And then this time we're going to snake up. So snakes up. Roll the shoulders, turn out the heels. And then a little shift, and open to do it again. Just finding a nice ease in our coup de bras. And then really hovering in this ground plie. So we're not sitting, we hover and cut down the midline. Turning the heels back. Let's plie the left leg, the left leg, stretch. And the right leg. Stretch. Here we go, snaking up. And roll out. Shift, and tendu, toe ball heel, everything in second. Here we go. And you can keep the focus up in this ground plie. Now that we're in second, diving arms down, heels back, plie, and stretch. Other side. And stretch, scooping up. And rolling out. And shift, back, bend. Diving down. Bending one leg. And stretch. And sneaking up. Rolling the shoulders out. Let's get back to first. Take a nice plie. And a little tendu. We have air under the armpits, tummy front, pulling in. And favoring the left hip, so pushing. And recover to the side. And in. And breath, reach. Pulling the center to the back. And I'm going to play that song again. And hopefully we're here to the side again. And then in between, let's just do a little prance through the feet and whatever type of arms you want to do. Just massaging the feet. And playing with the arms a little bit. Here we go to the left. And down you. Pull it in. And stretch. Recover. Side. Squeeze. Finger in the right hip. And recover. And to the back. I don't know what happened. Squeezing in. And to the side. And recover. And side. Squeezing in. And in. And recover. That's it. Shake it off. Sorry about that. Okay, that's your tendu. So we just have pretty simple tendu to plie, tendu, and then you're gonna force arch on the working foot, and then arms will come to first, and then stretching back to that tendu, and we have a little circle just of the toes. So I like to think like we're at a beach with some sand, and we just are drawing like tiny little circles in the sand. I'm thinking about my big foot going in the circle, but it's all of my toes are spreading and circling. So we have tendu, plie, tendu, force arch, tendu, circle, circle, and then so the second circle will bring you into a little ramajan to come in. And then tendu, plie, tendu, force arch, tendu, circle, circle around. Then in the when we go to the back, it changes a little bit. So we go tendu, plie, forced arch, and close. Then we have a little pas de cheval. And I really want us to feel the weight smack the back foot as we're in plie, and then squeezing our inner thighs to come back to center. And then we'll do it to the left. So tendu, plie, tendu, forced arch, tendu, circle, circle around. Same thing to the side. To do, da, 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 to the back, plie, forced arch, and then a little pas de cheval that we smack the foot down, and then we squeeze it up. So I'm thinking like my leg is super heavy, like a wet rag slaps the floor. All right, let's do it. So in a first position, here we go. 7, 2, 4 steps. Circle around and squeeze and now start to recover, touch ball, okay. And then what back, squeeze it in. Left and around. And heavy back. Squeeze it in. Beautiful. Let's go plie. Force arch. Speed. Roll down. Up. Force arch. Feel down. One more set. Squeeze. And down. Up. Nice. Shake it off. Let's go into our dig and J. Okay, this is another little brain teaser kind of. Oh, there we go. So we go. Dig and J out and squeeze and close. Dig and J out, plie, then, oh, Yes. So this is what's always weird. So we're going to the front and close. Front, plie. Every time we do a plie, then the dégagé is going to go side, and I have this little in, out. My standing legs in plie, and I let my hip have a little freedom there, and then I développé to 45 degrees dégagé, and then close. Then we go to the side. Dégagé, close. Dégagé, plie. Out, little hip thing, out, and close. To the back, plie. Side, and out, side, and close. To the side, plie. Side, yeah, makes sense. You could always unmute yourself if you have a question. But yeah, and you can do whatever you want with your arms. I'm kind of letting them fly a little bit, but especially in this hip thing, you can play with the body, maybe a contraction, maybe an arch while you do it. Let's do it. Here we go. And close. One more to the side. Other side. See that? Oh no, this side. Last one. Maybe take a roll down the knees. Shake it out. All right. We're going to slow it down a little bit and go into contraction. Actually, no, that's it. But we've done it before. So we go over, everything takes 2 counts. Over the lunge, center contraction, lunge, and open. We'll drop everything, pull it up. Sorry, I'm thinking elbows lead, like they're getting pulled by the corners. Elbows down, and then just a big open with the arms. Then again, we're pulling the ribs away from the hips to the right, 2 pumps to the left, to the right, to the left. Explosion of the chest, plie, cut at the hips, another heels, push back, we roll it down, and then we're gonna snake with our head. So not snaking up, but we're gonna snake our way side to side to side, come up. This way, that way, this way, right to center. And you can do whatever you want with your arms. Then we go contraction to the left side of the room, into pit, little reach, far out, and then ground plie in a second, and we're ready to go to the left. So over for 2, center for 2, drop and up, drop and open and down. Double, 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 explosion, plie, cut at the hips, put in, and a snake, big, big, snake, and contract, 2 fifth, 2 reach, and ground plie in a second. Yeah, I think it's slow enough that you can follow along. So let's do it. All right. So starting in wide second position, let's think of our shoulder blades like they're melting down our back and then helping our arms Here we go. Explosion in the chest. Got the hips. Turn in. Forward and back. Yeah. Reach strong back, relax in. Where you're at. Maybe close your eyes. Good. Check it out. All right. Last one before frames. I think. Okay. So this one travels just a smidge forward. So start as far back as you can, but we reset ourselves for the next test. So we do a tongue with the right foot, and the left arm is in first. So we're gonna slide through fourth, sliding our back leg to first, and then switching the arms. Then one more time. Fourth, slide. And from there we go right into a battement. So we battement front and close, battement side and close, battement back. And for this battement, in this class to the back, let's open. So I'll show you the side view. I'm going to open my hips. So I'm almost turned out, or I'm almost like in a second. And then I'm going to, with my right hand, I'm going to push my thigh. So now it's turned out, and then I'm going to flip it and turn it in. All my weight is on my left leg. Then I'm going to open up, turn out my front foot, so I'm in like a lunge, and then I'm going to push off and shuffle back a little bit. Give myself room to the left. So to the left, we'll mark. Tongue, fourth, slide. Tongue, fourth. You're going to like fake slide, and then back off to the side. To the back open, so I'm like here, I'm gonna hit my leg, turn in, turn out, push, shuffle. I showed you the side. So we were in our best, we come through and it turned out, we flip it to turn in, then we put weight on it as we turn out the foot, so I'm rolling over the heel, roll over, push, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, we'll do it a couple times with music, so we'll have a little bit to play. All right, let's do it. Here we go. 7, tongue. Just push up through. Back. Stop. Something's not changing. Lift, push, open, push, shuffle. Back. Round to extension. Surprise! Flip again. Here we go. I'll make it simple. So we'll mark together, and then we'll do it once, because it's pretty simple. So we have a little out, bounce, out, flex back, out, forward, and then we'll have a slow coming through passe, maybe finding a relevant, squeezing maybe just Susu, and close. Now we have the out, bounce, flex, out, forward. Nice and slow. Back, up to passe. Maybe a velvet, maybe a Susu, maybe for real. We'll do one more set. Last set. Nice. All right, shake it out. Do whatever you need to do. Grab a sip of water, maybe. Stretch out a little bit, and then we'll do a freeze. While you're stretching a little bit, I'll talk to you. Last week in class, if anyone was there, I think there were a few, we were talking about, at the end of class, we were talking about explosive movement, but then also having control afterwards. So this phrase, this week is to work on that a little bit. So I'll teach a little bit slower than normal, but we'll talk about quality a little bit more than we normally do. All right, let's get started. So, I always forget to tell you what the song is. So it's called Cosmic Dancer by T-Rex, the phrase this week. Cosmic Dancer, T-Rex. Okay, so, yeah, so we're gonna face kind of like the right front corner. We have our right foot in front and our left foot a little bit behind. And you can put your hands on your thighs, just like resting there, but you'll use them in a second. So we drop our head, and then I want to find the length of my spine as I like kind of curl up my tail. So I drop the head, and then feel this whole stretch in my body, little arch, and then I drop again. I bend my knees a little bit more, and arch, and then I do one more drop. And that's like as far low as I can get, and then a little arch. So that's how it starts. So the tempo is slow-ish. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'll talk about that more later. We'll talk about the quality of that a little bit. But from here, let's just go on. So here's 6. You're gonna grab this foot 7, like you're hugging it for dear life. So that can mean a lot of different things. You can grab the foot, you can grab the knee but far away, you can grab the thigh, wherever you want to grab. But you're picking up this foot from the ground up, and then you're gonna drop it and step. Yes. Let's go. So we have 1, 2, 3, lengthen, up, step, step. And I'm actually going to stay low as I step. So I grab the foot, and it's like I'm walking downstairs. Step, step. Yeah. All right. Let's Let me go on just a little bit more and then we'll try that much of the music. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. So from here, we're gonna push. The hips are kind of what initiate this movement, but it looks like it's arms. So the hips thrust forward as the arms billow up. So I'm really feeling the sensation of like air being brushed up. So my hips, and it comes across my ribs, and then I have a little embellishment of my arms. So we go shh. And that's just 2 counts. So we really, that's that explosive quality. But then our arms are gonna help us like get our balance and be stable for the next thing, yeah? So we just, and 8, this is 1, 2. So ideally, the arms don't have to come to like a 90-degree by 2, but onto their, making their way down to the next move. Something I'll hold. Yeah, let's do it. I'll keep going, and I'll go back. So we have 1, 2, and then I'll come close for this. I have like pincher hands. So as I'm coming down, I'm pretending like I'm feeling out like a string. So I billow, and then I pincher, and I pull, and then I'm gonna tuck under. So my right hand is tucking under the left. So as I pull, I'm kind of bringing my shoulders up, and I'm really pulling back that right elbow, like a bow and arrow kind of. And that is 3, 4. And this is 5, and it's quick. 5. Let's go back from the beginning. So we have dive down, find room. Back down, step down, line, pull up, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll come close for that 5. It feels a little quirky. So on 5, it's like there's a balloon here that I just want to pop, pop. Yeah. Let's try it with music. So the music starts. He says, I was dancing when I was 12 or something along those lines. And then the next verse is when we come in. So not that much of an intro this week. All right. So this will just be our give it a go, try, and then we'll do it a couple of times. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. So it's a little bit faster than what we were doing. But I think finding the explosive quality in the hips for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this 5, I'm kind of doing my knees or my hips really. My hips are going under hip. So my hips are pressing too. So they're helping me make that move a little quicker. So my right hip is trying to like see you guys. Yeah, let's do it again. Now that we heard the music. I was dancing when I was 12. 6, 7, 8. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. Yeah. Nice. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute. Let's keep going now a little bit. Or no, I'm getting the vibe. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll keep going. I was dancing when I was 12. 6, 7, 8. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. Right. I was dancing when I... Let me go on before we get stuck there, because we're bound into like some syncopation with this next part. So we just pop the balloon. So that was 5. We're gonna come down and 6. So it's like one more little billow, but because it's so quick, you don't get all the way out. So it's just like the idea of it. And then you're gonna drop. And then my left hand is gonna touch my right hand and swipe across my whole body. So I'm facing down the left corner. And my hand comes to my chest and my right palm faces down. And it's like I'm looking away from that hand. So that's a little syncopated. We just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Drop 7, 8. So it's fast with music. So what I'm thinking is pop, drop, up, drop, swipe. Pop, drop, up, drop, swipe. Maybe a couple times of just that. Pop, drop, up, drop, swipe. Yeah, and that swipe is, I feel like it has a little bit of an explosive quality because it's so fast that we have to jump into the position, but then catch ourselves. So engage our core and be strong here because of the next move. Let's go. Let's mark through the beginning. Blah, blah, blah. There we have that. 2, step, step, hips, throw, relax, pull, pop, drop, out, drop, swipe. So the swipe is really all the work is in this left leg to get me to face the corner. So it looks a little bit bigger than it is. Just a little step. Yeah. Should we go on? Maybe let's try that much with music and then we'll go on. Yeah. To hear the syncopation, we'll try it a couple times. Ready to go. Here it is.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out.
Yeah.
I was dancing when I was out.
All right, let's just do it right away again. So sing that in your head, but
I was dancing when I was 12.
here we go.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out.
All right, let's go on now that we're in that rhythm of the ba, 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 ba. Then you get here. This was 7, 8. You have a 1. So the left goes like under the right armpit. So it's on your chest, it goes under, it pulls it in front of you, and you drop and look at it. And I'm dropping with a little bit of tension in my hands. So it's like they're right here, like heel of my hands are at my thighs for the next move. So blah, 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 blah. We just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. I think that's true. So that's pretty fast. 1 and 2. And then we have forever for this next move, which we'll go right into. So I'm thinking that I'm pulling my own ribcage like out of my body and so far away from my hips that I have a little bit of an arch back. But be careful about your back, so engage your core. And also I'm thinking up and then back. So we don't need to do a full layout today. We'll just go up, pull, 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 and then relaxing over. And then on 7, we're gonna jump. And I have 2 palms facing down, and then they're gonna hit that way, and I kind of follow them. So they're swiping to the right side of the room. So we drop, swipe, step, step, and now you're gonna face the back. Yeah? Let's go back though. So maybe from we poke the balloon, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-ish. We can have a little extra time there. Because the next thing is on the accent in the song. So out of here, explosive, but in the opposite way. So I'm like imploding in on myself. So really strong in, side, step, step. And I'm stepping right, left. Yeah? Let's just walk through it. Just a movement and then we'll do it. Music. To the butt. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, switch and jump, switch, step, step. Yeah, there's something I thought about. Just that time when I want to say. Oh, so, crazy. When we go here and we drop down on 2, that can be your own type of drop. Whatever, I think you should bend your knees, I would suggest that. But it can be whatever you need it to be so you feel comfortable in this next movement. Yeah? And then also, that doesn't have to be an arch, it could just be an unfold of the arms. You can make it for what you need it to be. Let's do it with music. Yeah? Here we go.
I was dancing when I was 12.
I missed it. Let's go back. I can't see you guys. Oh, you probably all did it, but I missed it. Here we go. 2, 7, 8.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out.
And eat it.
Dance was
Yeah, so that turnaround feels nice because the drums are coming in. So I need to do this myself too, to be really clear about your hands so it doesn't look like you're throwing it, which is a move that I think I do a lot. But in this case, it's just a choo, choo, ba, ba. So almost like micro movements. Yeah, let's do it again.
I was dancing when I was 12.
6, 7, 8.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out.
Nice. Okay, let's keep it going. So we did a drop, swing, step, step, and then the last drum is gonna hit. I think it's on 1 or like and 1, and we're gonna send. What is that? That's my right hip. We're gonna hit the right hip out, pulling the ribs away, and then slowly like settling into that leg. So it has a slight turnout, but not much. So we just did a drop, step, step, hit, and then slowly putting weight into that foot. Then you're gonna bring the left foot. I feel like I'm kind of like in a third position-ish, facing the back. So I bring my left foot in, and as I bring it in, I'm gonna pull my arms up my side, and then they unfold out. And I'm looking to the right side of the room, but I'm looking to the left. Yeah? So we do a boop, boop, step, step, hit. And we have so much time to make this pose. And then there's going to be another like drum roll situation That will bring us out of that movement. But let's wait, let's hold on that. Maybe we can go back and comb through some things so they feel a little better. So in the beginning, I'm thinking like my head is being forced, like chin to chest is being forced, but then this lengthen out is almost like I'm pushing, like someone has their hand on my head, push it down, and I'm pushing it out. I push it down again, and pushing it out. And then grab. Yeah? So what I'm trying to say is that there's a little bit of resistance in the lengthen out. And then on this catch, like the warm up when we were here, we're thinking like not necessarily catching the foot or catching the knee wherever you're grabbing, because that can be difficult for balance. But think about stamping that heel, like you can drive through the floor. So and stand leg, step, step. This is a nice moment. There's also resistance here, resistance, and then poke, and out, and swipe. That poke, that feels pretty easy. Like not too much extra effort there. But then here, I think effort. Juke, juke, poop. So everything's pretty sharp. Ba, ba, ba. And so, step, step. Slowly, like we're pouring weight into that foot, pouring weight into the other foot as we unfold. Yeah? And then, let's just use active listening to get ourselves out of this, but I'll show you what we're gonna do. So, my left hand is just gonna come to my head, and my right hand is gonna come to my knee. So I'm just in this position. The left knee comes up, and I have hand to my head, hand to my knee, and they're kind of like touching. My foot is flexed. So we had a nice, I'd say like a count of 8 here, I think. And then the drums hit. So we're gonna hit, step. So now I'm kind of facing the right corner, and I'm gonna go up and over with my arms to come all the way down. And I'm trying to square off just my shoulders, not so much my hips. So all that, we're just here. We did up, step, up and over, down to the floor. So it's like going up on the diagonal, but it lengthens to the front. Here. Let's go from in here. Step, step. Open. Go. Yeah. And once we hear music, well, I'll clarify a little bit more. But I think during this part, we can play a bit. Let's do it with music.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out. Dance myself right out the moon.
Oh,
Dance myself right out the moon.
yes. I keep stopping and not counting here, but I think we have a whole 8. And then this is 1 and 2, 3, 4, maybe. Or whatever you want it to be. Let's do it again and play without it.
I was dancing
And then we'll go on
when I
just a
was
little bit.
12.
Here we go.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out. Dance myself right out the moon. Dance myself right out the moon.
Yes. Okay. And don't think that's what we did last time, but it's fine. So we'll do a whole 8. So we hit, we have a whole 8 for this, and then this is 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. So that's what's next. And 5, yeah, back foot. It's just a ball change. Ball change, ball change. But depending on your space, I'm like cheating this so I can move to the left a little bit. So I have room. Because then we're going to devil pay, land. Like the warm-up with our cottage ball. Land, we devil pay, and land with our arms. Like kind of flex. And then we're gonna stretch the wrist and curl over. So that wrist initiates, but it goes all the way up into my shoulders to bring me down. So another feeling of like carving from low to high. Yeah. So we just did that for an 8. We did up and over, 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. I think 7 and 8, yeah. And then to end today, let's just bring this right shoulder elbow scenario to scoop under, and then next week we'll go on. But we'll devil pay, up and over, scoop. So as I scoop, my right leg turns in. So I'm just gonna lunge. Yeah. Let's go from that new step speed. We just pull this up. 7 and 8 and 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Surprise and up. 3, 4, and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, maybe 2. We can play with the last accent. So if you want to take a little bit longer for this dive down and then switch, or maybe a slow switch, you have some freedom for how we end. Yeah? Let's do it with music a couple times. Yeah.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out. Dance myself right at home. Dance myself right at home. Tasty skills to dance so soon.
Nice. All right, so this round, let's do 2 more rounds actually. So 1 more just to get it, and then I'll talk about the last round.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out. Dance myself right at home. Dance myself right at home. Easy strings to dance so soon.
Yes!
Dance myself right at home.
Nice. All right, so this last round, let's make it a free-for-all round. So you can go as slow as you want with the freeze, as fast as you want. You can mix and match, do some more repetition of like the moves that you like. So this is just now make it your own. Maybe we'll have 2 rounds of this. Yeah? Okay, let's go.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing without a doubt. Dance myself right at the moon. Dance myself right at the moon. Easy strings to dance so soon. Dance myself
Nice. All right. Let's do last round. One more time.
I was dancing when I was 12.
Keep going.
I was dancing when I was 12. I was dancing when I was out. I was dancing when I was out. Dance myself right at the moon. Dance myself right at the moon. Easy strings to dance so soon.
Great. Beautiful work. That's it. We have a little bit of time if anyone has any questions or wants to talk about anything.